Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
I have told in the morning that I'll take class from 1 p.m. but still only 10 students or 12 students. Why? Then you will say you don't get everything we are teaching, right? You don't attend the classes, then you will tell that you don't understand anything. It is not like that. I have told just now that I will take class. I have told in the morning that I will take class from 1 p.m. It is my duty to finish the syllabus. I'll finish it either you join or not. And if you got backlog in physics paper, it will be not my responsibility. Section A students are always absent in my class. You will say that you don't get anything, everything we are teaching, right? Now you don't join the classes. Okay, in the last class, I have told that resistance is a thing which will try to oppose the current if current is flowing through a circuit. Potential difference will start the current because of potential difference. Current will create, but resistance will always try to stop that current. From Ohm's law we get V equal to Ri or V equal to IR, right? And resistance R equal to V divided by I. So resistance can be two types. We can apply resistance from outside, and every material has its own resistance, and the SI unit of resistance is ohm. The symbol of ohm is this. So 1 ohm equal to 1 volt divided by 1 ampere. From this equation 1 ohm equal to 1 volt divided by 1 ampere. So I told that resistance are two kinds. One, when we apply resistance from outside, because it will be very dangerous sometimes because of high current, some problems can cause. Therefore it is necessary to maintain the current at a certain level. We can if the current is very high, that will cause some problems. So we apply resistance from outside to maintain the current at a certain level. So here in this case resistors are applied from outside, that is resistance of a system of resistor. Resistance is the thing and resistor is the instrument which cause the resistance. Okay, resistors is the thing which will cause resistance. So resistors in we can apply resistance from outside by two types. One where resistors are connected in series like this, and the other one when resistors are connected in parallel. So there are two types of resistors, system of resistor, when resistors are in series and when resistors are in parallel. See in this picture, this is a basic electric circuit. This is the battery or cell. This is the emitter which will measure the current. This is the voltmeter which will measure the voltage of the circuit. This is a key. When we close the key, then only current can flow through the circuit. When we open the key, there will be some gap between this and current cannot flow through this circuit. So this is a basic electric circuit. See here, three resistors are here. They are connected in series. Resistance 1, resistor 1, resistor 2, resistor 3. The three resistors which have resistance R1, R2 and R3. The resistors have resistance R1, R2 and R3. Okay. See here, they are connected one after another. That means they are the voltage here, the battery or the cell will provide the voltage, and the voltage through each of the resistors, the voltage will pass, the same voltage will pass through each of the resistors. Okay, the potential difference V is equal to the sum of potential difference V1, V2, V3. See, at this end and at this end, voltage is same, and therefore if the voltage between R1 is voltage across the resistor R1 is V1, and voltage across the resistor 2 is V2, and voltage across the resistor R3 is V3, then total voltage from this point and this point will be same. Therefore V, the total voltage, is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, where V1 is resistor across the first resistor. V1 is the potential difference across the first resistor, V2 is the potential difference across the second resistor, and V3 is the potential difference across the third resistor. Remember one thing, when the resistors are in series, the potential difference, the total potential difference is equal to the sum of the potential difference across each resistor. That is, the total potential difference across a combination of resistors in series is equal to the sum of the potential difference across individual resistors. Always remember this line. For series connection, the total potential difference is equal to the sum of individual potential difference across each resistors. So capital V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. In the electric circuit shown in figure, let I be the current through the circuit. If we consider I is the current through this circuit, the current I through each resistor is also I. It is possible to replace three resistors joined in series by equivalent single resistor R such that the potential difference V across it and the current I through the circuit remain the same. Applying Ohm's law, the entire circuit we have. See here, since here the resistors are connected one by one, the same current will pass through each of the resistors. The same current will pass through each of the resistors, which is I. I amount of current will pass through R1, I amount of current will pass through R2, and same amount of current will pass R3 also. So here from Ohm's law we know that V equal to IR. Here I is the total current and V1 is IR1. Since same amount of current is passing through its resistors, we will take I or current as a constant value. So V1 equal to IR1, V2 equal to IR2, and V3 equal to IR3. So now if we put the value of V in this equation, it will be IR. Value of V1 in this equation, IR1. Similarly, IR equal to IR1 plus IR2 plus R3. If we take R1 common, if you take I common, and we can cancel out I from both sides, then the final equation, it is RS or R series, RS equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So when the resistors are in series, the total resistance of the system is equal to the sum of the resistance of each resistor. We can conclude that when several resistors are joined in series, the resistance of combination Rs is equal to sum of their individual resistances R1, R2 and R3, and is thus greater than any individual resistance. Okay, so this equation is very important. Rs equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. When resistors are in series, the total resistance of the system will be equal to the sum of the resistances of each resistors. So some problems will be given in your exam, which can be solved by using this formula. Such that we will give three resistors, we will give the value of the resistors, and maybe the question can come if three resistors which have values this and this and this are connected in series, then what will be the total resistance of the series if they are in a series connection. Okay, total resistance of the circuit if they are in a series connection. Or may question can come like this also, that when if the total resistance of a circuit is this, and one resistance is this and other resistance in this, they are connected in series, find out the third resistance. Questions may come like that also. So this equation is very important. When is in series connection, the total resistance of the circuit is R1 plus R2 plus R3. See, in exam, question may come for two resistance also. Okay, it cannot be, it may 3 resistance, 4 resistance, 5 resistance. So if in the question they are mentioning two resistors, then Rs equal to R1 plus R2. If they are mentioning 4 resistance, Rs equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4. Okay, now resistors in series, in parallel. Resistors in parallel. See, this is also a basic electric circuit. Now they are connected, the three resistors are connected in parallel. See, here the voltage across the resistor is same, but the current is different. Current will divide in three parts here, and in that point and that point current is same, but when the current passes through each resistors, they will divide in three parts. Therefore, total current I equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Okay, remember in series connection it is V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Since potential difference is divided in three parts but current is same. Here current is divided in three parts but the potential difference is same. So in this case, I equal to V divided by C in Ohm's law. V equal to IR, right? So I equal to V by R. Putting these values, I equal to V by RP. RP means resistors in parallel. I1 equal to V divided by R1. I2 equal to V divided by R2, I3 equal to V divided by R3. Again, put all the values of I1, I2, I3 in the first equation. We get a equation like this. Again, we can cancel out V since V is a common factor in all the parts. So we can cancel out V. Then we will get the final equation 1 by Rp equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. This will be your equation when resistors are in parallel. When three resistors are in parallel, the equation will be like this. So when three resistors are in parallel, the reciprocal of the total resistance is equal to the sum of reciprocals of individual resistance. See, sum of reciprocal. Reciprocal means 1 by 1 by Rp equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. This is your final equation when resistors are in series. Resistance are in parallel connection. In series, it is very easy. Rs equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. And when it is in parallel, 1 by R parallel equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. The reciprocal of the total resistance is equal to the sum of reciprocal of individual resistances. So when you calculate the total resistance, don't end your equation at 1 by Rp. You have to find the value of Rp. Okay, any question up to this part? Do you have any question? Students, did you get everything? Yes or no? Understood or not?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, how to find the value of RP?
From this equation, 1 by R1, 1 by Rp equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. See, in examination, you may get the value of each resistors, right? Then you put the value of each resistors in this equation, and when you get the final equation, you have to find the value of Rp. Suppose 1 by Rp equal to 1 by 3, then what will be the value of Rp? 3, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
You have to
Yes.
calculate first. You have to put all the values of the resistors in this equation, and at the end you have to find out only the value of Rp, not 1 by Rp.
Yes.
If 1 by Rp equal to 1 by 3, then your equation will be 3. So, for example, if 1 by Rp equal to 6, then what will be the value of Rp? 1 by 6. Okay, what about the others? You have understood or not? Why no one is responding anything? तुम लोग कुछ बोलते क्यों नहीं हो? अगर समझ में आया भी तो बोलो, नहीं आया भी तो बोलो. फिर तुम लोग बोलते हो तुम लोगों को कुछ समझ में नहीं आया, लेकिन क्लास में बार बार पूछती हूँ फिर भी कोई रेस्पॉन्ड नहीं करता है. अगर आया तो यस बोलो, नहीं आया तो नो बोलो, और कौन से पार्ट में समझ में नहीं आया वो भी बोलो. Okay, 18 participants are there. Why no only one girl is responding? Tell me. I want to know from everyone that you have understood or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, last part, conductors, conductor, insulator and semiconductor. See, basically conductor is a thing which can, through which current or electricity can easily flow. Insulator where electricity cannot flow freely. And semiconductor which is in between conductor and insulator. Okay. So the definition of conductor is, in physics, a conductor is an object or a type of material that allows the flow of electrical current in one or more directions. A metal is a common electrical conductor. So remember, and what is an example of conductor? That metal is an example of conductor. The question will definitely come on the example of conductor, that metal is an example of conductor. So conductor is a thing where electricity can easily pass in each direction. Okay. A metal such as copper or aluminum, the mobile charge particles are electrons. Positive charges may also be mobile, such as carbon electrons. You don't need that part. Just from that example, that metal is a example of conductor. What are metals? Aluminum, copper. Okay, now insulator. An electrical insulator is a material whose internal electric charges do not flow freely and therefore make it nearly impossible to conduct an electric current under the influence of an electric field. So, in insulator, current cannot flow freely, okay, or it cannot pass electric current. Metal can easily pass electric current, but insulators cannot pass electric current. Okay, so which have higher resistivity? See, resistance is the thing which will try to oppose the current, right? So conductors has lowest resistivity, since current can easily flow through the conductor, and insulators have higher resistivity, and the conductors have resistivity in between, semiconductors has resistivity in between conductor and insulator. Semiconductor devices displays a range of properties such as passing current more easily in one direction than other. See, in conductor current can flow, but not like semiconductor current can flow, but not like conductors. It cannot flow in every possible direction. Okay, it can flow in one or two direction only.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Can you give the example of semiconductor?
Semiconductor. Semiconductor. Yes.
Example, semiconductor graphite.
Yeah, it is, but see, when we made the electric circuit now, the some parts are come which will exactly told that it is a semiconductor. So I forgot what is the material. Okay, you can bought semiconductor. Okay, so conductor has lower resistivity, insulator have higher resistivity, and semiconductor has resistivity in between conductor and insulator. So in conductor current can flow in its direction, in insulator current cannot flow, and in semiconductor it can flow in certain direction only. So insulator, you can give insulator example of insulator like the wood. Current cannot flow in that type of materials, in wooden materials, the current cannot pass through it. So there are some example of insulator. Semiconductor, they have resistivity in between conductor and insulator. Okay, any question? One mark question will come from this topic definitely. Okay, I will send you some examples from the part of resistors in series, resistors of a system of resistance of a system of resistors. I will send you some problems from that part, and this is our last topic of this chapter. If you have any question, you can ask. Okay, give your attendance. Okay, CR, please collect the attendance. Okay, thank you everyone.